One. So it's another day and we have another rapid fire OpenClaw update. This one's actually pretty huge. There's actually really two big components we really want to talk about. We tested them both very, very quickly. And I think this is just stunning. Like this video, this is their newest feature. So it applies for Telegram. I know we haven't set this up on Telegram with a video yet, but basically it replies to you streaming. Dude, that's a big godsend, actually.
Why is that big for?
It's because, like, sometimes, a lot of times, like, when I chat to my bot, I have no idea what he's doing, right? He's like, okay. And even on Discord, it's like, it puts in a smiley face and says, hey, it's kind of working out, but we don't know what it's working on, right?
Yeah.
So having this streaming into Telegram is really important. So this is actually really good for anyone with using your bot with Telegram. I know our entire stack, our entire setup is actually on Discord. So please, I actually want this on Discord. But so you take what you have, right? So we'll be doing a full tutorial on how to set it up on Telegram. If you guys like that streaming feature, I think this is really, really big for anyone who wants to use it just on a daily basis. I think it gives you a lot more optics.
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely. You can see nothing is lagging behind or nothing is silent.
And when it's like doing something wrong, you can say stop doing this. So we don't have just like send it and hope 30 seconds later it comes out back with a good result. The other good one that we tested, and we fully tested this, is native PDF.
Yes.
You tested it, so Ron, why don't you talk about it?
So with this update, you can get your OpenClaw agent to analyze native Google and native Anthropic PDF files. This is super underrated because this is really good for research, especially, bro, if you're a uni student and you need to look at Google Scholar articles, okay? If you've done your thesis, your papers, you need to cite Google Scholar. And now, right, instead of copying the whole thing, paste it in a markdown file, then upload that markdown file to your OpenClaw agent, you can just download it into a PDF and then it'll do a full analysis of that PDF.
Oh, so you retested this already on the server, and it works. So it actually reads. It's not AI slop. Right?
Not AI slop.
Not AI slop, right? That's my worry. So you can load any sort of PDF on, and this doesn't apply if you're just a scholar. I think this is like if you want like a train hard document. We have Martin Trainhard over there, and he's training, and he's got some PDFs.
Yes.
So having native PDF access becomes really powerful, and I can see this really moving forward if you want to build up a compendium. Like let's say, for example, I don't want to read books on intermittent fasting. Okay, I'm doing intermittent fasting recently. I can probably just upload a PDF, send it over, and just get it analyzed. So this is really good for the day-to-day user. Yet again, before there were PDF ways to get your OpenClaw agent reading PDF, but natively, this is actually really key.
Cuts out a lot of middle steps.
Yes. Yeah. So we have a presentation for you guys. As you guys always know, we always do a presentation. Where's the presentation?
It's in.
That's how organized we are. This is how organized we are for this.
General.
So you know how our bots our OpenClaw actually makes presentations on us. So. But we're so excited. We wanted to feature the two major ones that are here. There are some breaking changes. I will go on that. So the PDF analysis tool, I think is actually really, really powerful. So that's good. I want to talk about ACP in a sec. I've been using that quite aggressively. But these are kind of some changes. So one thing I do recommend now, so previously I recommended people to just tell the bot to update themselves and just say, hey Stark, why don't you update yourself to latest OpenClaw? So you can do this. However, that being said, if you do it on the terminal side, it is a little bit better because sometimes there's different permission changes or something like that. So the other alternative here is to go OpenClaw update, and that would just pull the update for you guys. So I know I'm trying to speed run this video, but our newest recommendation is still to use the actual OpenClaw update to update yourself to the latest OpenClaw because it's just a little bit safer and it's sometimes a lot of people we've been reading all the comments and you guys are saying, oh, does this break or why don't my OpenClaw reply to me after the update? Well, that's because sometimes it doesn't run fully, and also there's additional permissions you sometimes might need. So if you're on an older version, I do recommend upgrading just via the terminal. It just gives you a little bit more optics, and it says there's improvements on the doctor as well. So yeah,
and you don't miss any packages.
You don't miss any packages, and you don't miss any configuration changes. Since this is moving at breakneck speed, that's my newest recommendation right now. Okay, so the other thing that I really want to talk about this is it's kind of behind the scenes. Is ACP is enabled by default. I actually didn't really realize we were using H subagent features, but this is how it communicates with subagents. We just had a video up about how OpenClaw can be used with Claude, and because you can now use OpenClaw with Claude Code via the ACP gateway, this is now enabled by default, and it essentially, I think. I really want to go deep into this, like I'm so excited for these features. I really want to go deep into this. But the TLDR is that it enables a much better communication if you're running something like Claude Code. The communication with Claude Code is a lot better. So we showed you a video earlier about working, like let's say right now, just very quickly. So say, for example, Grandmaster here, he's one of my agents and he's making a game for me, right? And he's using Claude Code, and by having ACP enabled by default, he's going to use that a lot better, and the communication is going to be better. So it's an under the hood fix, but it's quite pivotal, and we'll cover this in upcoming videos. Yeah, I know a lot's being covered, but
I definitely want to deep dive on that. So
yeah, exactly. And in fact, OpenClaw is making so many things. We even have like a daily briefing that's in a video with Remotion. So yet again, I think it's really important to explore OpenClaw, like because of the different things you can do with it. We're here on this channel to really help you improve on that. But I think that's the three feature highlights I will really say that are really important in this update right now. Do you think there's anything else to cover here as well, or what do you think?
I think they got one.
Also, secret management. I think this is also important, but it's behind the hood, so don't worry about it.
Trying to see, because Banner here said, yeah, the you can use Olama now for free memory embeddings. Yeah. That's sort of a big one, especially for Mac Mini users.
Yeah. So if this is can you bring the box up very quickly? This is when you need your Mac Mini. Okay. I normally don't recommend you running on a Mac Mini. I made a video about that. But that being said, if you really want to have free memory embeddings and then use a new there were two new models, actually not two new models. There were a bunch of Chinese models that got released. I still haven't had time to test them out yet. But I would say that's the only reason why I would start migrating to a Mac Mini. I still say our setup is still the best for safety, because if you run it on a Mac Mini, I think there's still so many things that will not go well. So a lot of people think, oh, it's $399 for a Mac Mini versus $3 for hosting it on Zebra. But honestly, hosting on Zebra actually still works the best. So our recommendations still hold. But that being said, with the new memory embeddings, with this, we'll test it out. We'll make some videos and see what you guys are interested in. So yeah, that's a very quick rundown. I know this is a very fast video. We just basically got the update. We tested everything out because that's what I think is really necessary for our videos to go. But as you guys use these new updates, tell us what you guys are interested in, stuck on. Yet again, we read every single comment on this channel. So yeah, make sure you tune in. And there's so many I see a lot of people using it but having troubles with it. So leave a comment down below. We read actually every single comment because this is a new channel. It's actually easy to read every comment, and our bot reminds us on what's happening. So who's the one? Team Boxmining. He's the one who reminds us on what's happening and what people are stuck on. So we actually have a double reminder of what's going on. All right, with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was a fast one, but we just want the information to come up with you. I know it's almost every day we get a update, and I think that's good. So yeah, we're gonna do more updates coming soon, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. And with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.